Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Welcome to the Create Videos Confidently Masterclass. I'm super excited because this is the first time I'm using YouTube to do this, because we can now go live on YouTube, which is totally and utterly exciting to me. So today we're going to be diving into a few of my essential tips and secrets to being confident on camera. And the reason this is so important to me, I'll get into, but my goal is by the end of this training, by the end of this masterclass, you are able to walk away feeling confident and connected, able to make videos using your simple phone with confidence. What I have noticed is that the thing that is holding people back is not technology. We don't need technology. We really don't need fancy equipment or lighting or any of those things. What holds most people back is confidence or lack thereof. So hello, I see people popping in. I don't know who's here. So if you could definitely, actually, let me open the chat. If you could leave some comments so that I know who is here. And we're gonna just take a moment to take a few breaths, close your door, get settled, really utilize this time. I'm going to be moving through the training pretty quickly to give you as much value as possible. So just close out all other windows, and really I invite you to just be here and give yourself this gift. Okay? Okay. So as you're settling in and taking a few breaths, I am just looking to see if I can read your chats, which I just don't see. Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. Awesome. So this is new. It's YouTube is now, there is no Google Hangout anymore. Google Hangouts on air. So this is a totally new situation. Very, very nice. All right. So hopefully I'm able to actually see your comments. And yes, I am. Okay, good, good, good. Cool. If you guys could let me know that you can hear me, that would be fantastic. And what I invite you to do, I actually don't see comments. Oh, I don't like that. No, you guys, this is different. And I don't actually see your comments. Yes, I do. Okay, I see Marcy and I see Susan. Awesome. Okay, good, good, good. Oh my goodness. So we have, it's all in a different place now, but I see you guys, so feel free to write your comments in. What I'm going to invite you to do is write your questions in as we go. So at the end, they're all queued up. That way I can actually, respond to you and all of your questions, because there's a time lapse. So sometimes I miss your questions if you don't post them early enough. Great, so Ravina is here. She's in St. Helena, California. Mwah, welcome. And Leonie is here. So much love to you too. We have Susan here, Goddess Arriving, who is an incredible, she did the course and she is amazing on video. And I have to say, the women and the men who have been in this course have totally blown me away. Not just this training, but Mindful YouTube University, if you guys know that course. So I'm super, super excited to give you some of the value from the course, the actual course. Mariola is here from Virginia. Mwah, hello. And we have Dolce Loretta from Italia. Viva Italia. Oh my goodness, I'm going to your neck of the woods in a couple of weeks. And not to Italy, but to France and Morocco. And we have someone here from Quebec. Beautiful. So we have people representing from all over. So before we begin, I acknowledge you for being here, because I know that getting on video can be really scary. It's what I have experienced in myself, and it's what I've witnessed in my clients and everyone I have really spoken to on this topic. Fear can so easily get in the way of you creating powerful videos. So with a few simple pivots, which is what I'm excited to share with you today, you can shift your perspective and actually feel really good on camera. Really, really good on camera. So are you ready to dive in? Shelly's here, my dear sister. So here's one thing, you guys, from YouTube, because of YouTube, for instance, Shelly was on a retreat. So I know many of you personally because of YouTube. It totally blows me away how much video can transform your life, or our lives. So I'm going to jump straight into the slides, and then I'm going to come back on in the middle for a little experience that we're going to have. I suggest you have your pen and paper to take notes, and also if you could have your camera or cell phone, that would be fantastic, because we're going to do a little experience about midway through this training. Awesome. And before turning on the slides, let's just take 3 conscious breaths together. Just inhaling in and exhaling out, really landing here. Again, inhaling in, letting go of anywhere you've been, anywhere you're going, and fully receiving the value that you're going to receive here, and then exhaling out. And then inhaling in one more time, receiving something good, taking the deepest breath you've taken all day. Good, and exhaling it out. A powerful way to self-confidence is to simply breathe, to get centered, as a little side note here. So, all right, we are going to dive in. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Broadcast Fearlessly Masterclass. So this is all about learning how to be confident on camera as you create your videos. This training is for you if you have something valuable to share, okay? And that is an absolute yes. I will check that one for you, whether you know it or not. And I sense that, of course, you know there's something extremely valuable in you that's here to be shared. The second thing is you'd like to make a beneficial difference in as many lives as possible. And the third is you want to confidently create videos and grow your audience online. So if you are a yes to those, you are in the right place. And before we move on, where are you right now on your video journey? If you could just let me know. Have you made videos before? Have you not made videos before? I'm actually going to start reading your comments, so I'm just stopping the screen share for a moment. If you could let me know, have you made videos and you quit, or you started, you've never made videos, you're terrified, or you're making videos and you're feeling pretty good about them? Awesome, and I also see your questions coming in. So if you could just let me know where you are on your video journey. Never terrified. Okay, Marcy, I so feel you and I hear you, and I'm really glad that you're here. Shelly, I've made about 6 videos and then okay, and want to start back up. Awesome. Never been on camera, scared to death. Okay, I so hear you. Long time no see. Hello, Yeshua. Made a few videos for friends, family, and ready to share more. Awesome. Okay, so nervous. So there's a combination of feeling totally terrified. You've never made videos before, or you've made videos and you've kind of fallen off the wagon, and we're going to talk about why that can happen, and you're ready to get back on. So wherever you are right now, I acknowledge you, and I'm so glad you're here, because what we're going to learn today is going to support you in not only making super powerful videos, but breaking through that terror. I know that's an intense word, but some of you have used that word, and it is actually a very real feeling of terror for many people to get on camera. It's one of the biggest fears is public speaking. So wherever you are in your journey, just know you're not alone. I've met countless clients and talented people, and even top-level executive coaches. That's really what prompted me to do all this work that I'm doing in the world now, who are filled with wisdom and afraid or resistant to share it on video. Witnessing recently earlier this year, it was last year, I believe. Oh my goodness, time is collapsing. I have no idea. But recently, I got hired to film some executive coaches for this firm that hired me to create their YouTube channel. And these super powerhouse coaches who are confident in the world collapsed on camera. And many of them got so terrified as soon as they saw the camera, they couldn't actually make the videos. So what surprised me was that within about 15 minutes, sometimes instantly, depending on the person, I was able to get them from being frozen on camera to being totally at ease on camera. So when I realized how simple it is, and I realized that some of the most talented people, some of the most loving hearts, some of the most caring people have all this wisdom inside and they're not actually sharing it, I realized I need to share this information that is so it makes it so simple to gain confidence on camera, even for someone like me who's a super sensitive soul and more of an introvert. So can you relate to that feeling, though, of these coaches feeling frozen as soon as I turned on the camera and stuck behind doubt and fear? Suddenly all their talent, all their self-confidence went out the window when they looked at the camera. Sitting silently on the sidelines while other people successfully share on video. Is that something you've been going through? Just kind of watching others make videos while you silently wait or, don't make videos. And yet, inside, like you have this secret knowing that you have so much value, but something keeps stopping you in your tracks. Can you relate to that? So wherever you are on your journey, I just want you to know I'm so glad you're here, and I acknowledge your courage, like I said, and I'm super excited to share the value I'm going to be sharing with you today. So before we start, I ask you this: if you could please make a choice, set an intention, because your intention is powerful, to receive the highest level of value you can possibly receive today on this call. Even if you know some of this content, even if you know some of what I'm going to share with you today, are you open to receiving even more value, an aha that takes your confidence level and your video creations to the next level? If so, please write a yes in the comments and choose it, declare it, claim it. Your intention and your declaration has power. So the reality is that your voice matters. You matter and you are needed. You've probably heard me say this before if you know me, and if not, I really want you to take this in. And if you've heard it before, I'd love you to take it in at that next level. Okay, your voice matters. You matter and you are needed. For some reason, we have this ability to communicate, and not, most animals out in the animal kingdom and most of the natural world can't actually communicate the way we can vocally. So there's so much power and there's so much value inside of us. Just like nature shows us, there's an infinite supply of abundance. And so much of that is connected to what we're able to actually communicate and share vocally and visually in our world. So in today's masterclass, you're going to learn and discover one key to being irresistible on video and growing your audience, how to have instant confidence on camera, and I do mean instant. You can actually, with what I'm going to share with you today, have instant confidence on camera, okay? And the third is the formula for magnetic video structure. So the reason I'm called to share this video training with you and why I've been focusing on this work is because in 2008, I had recently graduated with a master's degree in spiritual psychology. I went to India. This is actually a picture from India. And I was learning so much, you guys. I was like nothing anyone had ever taught me in school or at home or, within my community. And I was waking up to a whole new level of life, and how to heal through emotions, and how to break through, and how to feel better, and how to be confident, and how to just all these yogic techniques and incredible ancient teachings that were blowing my mind. Simultaneously, I was going through a huge dark night of the soul because my whole life was collapsing. I didn't know who I was anymore, and I really didn't know who to share it with. So when I got home from this trip to India, that's when I felt the culture shock. I didn't feel it in India. I felt it when I got home to Brentwood, California. And I looked around, everything was so polished, everyone was so perfect on the outside, but I could just feel this challenge and these more challenging emotions coming up in me. And the world I was living in was very polished, and there was just nowhere for me to be me, is what it felt like for me. So I discovered a year later in 2009, this thing called YouTube. I had never heard of it before, and it blew my mind that you could just share in this space and make videos and share whatever you want. So I started making videos. I didn't tell anyone, and it became my outlet to start practicing what I was learning and sharing it, because we learn best when we start teaching, right? We can master when we actually start vocalizing things. You know the saying, to learn, read, to know, write, to master, teach. So I started to, that was something I had learned in school in India, and they were saying, you know, you need to teach, teach, teach to really master yoga. So I started sharing anonymously, because I was probably one of the most self-conscious people you've ever met in your life. And I was sharing anonymously, didn't tell anyone. And YouTube was such a safe space to do that. It felt so incredible to just share and share and share. And for those of you who haven't started a YouTube channel, really take this into account. It's a beautiful thing in the beginning when you start sharing and you don't have an audience yet, because you have room to learn, you discover your voice, make mistakes, fall apart, you know, be a mess. It's like there's no one watching yet. So you have time to discover your voice and see what works for you. Many people put all this pressure expecting like 1 million people are going to watch your first video, and that's just not the case. So this is how it worked for me. Organically, my channel started attracting people. And I started to discover over time, not then, that there was clearly a formula to what I was doing that was working. But in terms of growing my audience, but more than anything, what was working was I was becoming more clear in my communication. I was becoming more confident. And thanks to YouTube today, I'm living the very dreams that I didn't even know were possible for me at that time. You know, in this first video, I had no idea what my potential was and what was ahead of me. I was a self-conscious, very gentle, still a gentle person, but I just didn't see a big, bold future for myself. And thanks to YouTube, all of that changed. You know, today I am, these very gems and the secrets that I'm going to share with you today are basically what have helped me to grow my channel to over 1 million views on YouTube, 13,000 plus engaged subscribers, and growing strong. And these aren't just numbers. These are incredible souls, like-hearted souls from around the world. Many of you are here right now. That's how you have found me. And you get to, I've been able to connect with you because of this amazing medium called YouTube. So as a result, 95% of my clients and students have come from YouTube. That's not something that I planned by any stretch of the imagination, but it's something that as I found my voice over time, then I started launching free courses, then I started launching paid coaching and paid courses, and things just began to really grow and take off. And the thing I want to share with you that totally blows my mind is this number is probably going to change soon, 95%, right? Because everything I've been doing has been on YouTube. And just this past Monday, I was sharing live in a training in Santa Monica, California, sharing the very thing I'm sharing with you today, how to broadcast fearlessly. And it was the first time in my life that I walked into a public speaking event where I was the speaker and I had zero nerves. And I mean zero, to the point where I thought something was wrong. I was like, am I not passionate about this? Is something wrong? Why don't I feel nervous? And I realized it was because doing this work on YouTube for so many years and facing all the challenges, and I'm going to teach you how to get through the challenges, how to break through, because they come, believe me, that has made me the resilient, confident person I came here to be. So beyond building a business, beyond all the dreams that we have, right, to build an audience and a business, this is about you becoming the most amazing version of yourself. And guess what? You bring you to your relationships. You bring you to your finances. You bring you to your community. You bring you to your children. You bring you to your family. You bring you to your creative endeavors. You bring you to everything that you do, to your work. So what happens is this is a journey, it's a transformational journey, and most people quit because they don't see it that way. They just want the results. But I will tell you that it's a huge celebration to realize what I'm going to teach you today actually works when you're public speaking as well. So with all this said, I get to live life on my terms. This is my favorite place in the world, Mendocino, California. And I get to visit these amazing places. That's my beloved Jason, and we're going back to Europe in a couple weeks. This is in Plevice in Croatia. And because of YouTube, I discovered my message and published my first book, The Diamond Process. I never would have had the clarity had I not refined my message by making videos. These are some of the amazing souls from a retreat. One of them's on the call now. So I do retreats. I'm actually doing another retreat next year in spring. And I get to go on my own retreats. That's me on a singing retreat. So the whole point of this is to just show you that, and this is where I work. That was my office for the day a couple weeks ago in the airport. The power of YouTube is if you choose to turn it into a business, you can have a lifestyle-based business that works around your joy rather than you having to work around your work. So you can create a life that's mobile, that's, you know, basically on your terms. And you can use video to grow your dream life and business. Okay, so the whole point of me sharing this is so that you know, if little old me, who's super introverted and sensitive, a sensitive soul, can do this, and it has taken time, and that's awesome, then you can do it too, okay? So let's just take a breath before we move into the statistic, and I want you to really check in with that. How does it feel when you think about, wow, can I do this? Like, is this possible for me? That I could travel wherever I want to go, you know, whatever your dream is. We all have different dreams. Or live in the country somewhere, or, you know, whatever it is, and grow your business online using YouTube as a main focal point. So we've all heard the statistics that globally consumer internet video traffic will be 80% of all consumer internet traffic in 2019. So that's up from 64%. Basically, what that means is 80% of what people are consuming online, whether it's articles, you know, whatever wisdom or entertainment they're gathering off the internet, they are taking it off of video. It'll be 80% in 2019. It was 64% 2 years ago. So that's astronomical, okay? People are just watching videos. That's why Facebook has changed everything with all the videos and live streaming. And you're seeing this on Instagram and the expansion of, you know, longer videos, because people are consuming videos. That's what most of us want. So you can use this statistic to grow your business, to grow your audience, and more than anything, to get chops, like to grow in your connection to yourself and feel super confident online, so that you can also connect with like-hearted souls around the world. And the bottom line is, now is the time. You know, now is the time to break through obstacles. Get on video if that's what moves you, which obviously it is if you're here, and utilize this powerful medium to share the gold that's within you, right? To share the gold that's within you. You know, a big part of my why is when I saw those coaches, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because I had had many people coming to me for help on YouTube and making videos, and I could see their confidence issues. But when I saw these very successful people in the world also struggling, I was like, this is just unbelievable. Like, if the most talented people in the world and some of the most loving hearts have all this wisdom inside that they're just not sharing on video, we're losing all of that gold on video. So by you not sharing on video, we're losing that gold inside of you in our world. And we really need to balance the scales at this point, you know, of our political reality, of our social reality, of our environmental reality, of our fashion, you know, fashion, whatever it is, creativity, whatever you're inspired to speak on, you have gold inside of you that can bring a great transformation to our world. You're an essential piece of the whole. So the sooner you begin, the sooner you expand your dream life and business, organically and sustainably. And before we dive into the training piece, I want to say organically and sustainably, it's a really important piece. Because, for example, had I had the success I'm having online today in the first few years, I would have cracked. There's no question. I didn't have the boundaries. I didn't have any knowledge of who I was. I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the resilience. I didn't have all the things that I've learned to build step by step over time. All the times I've wanted to quit and got back up made me stronger. So now I can hold a lot more. Now I can basically respond with healthier boundaries rather than trying to help everyone, I know there's only so much I can do, and there's a certain formula to being healthy as I gives at the level that I give, right? So all of these are lessons that can come with grace if your channel is growing organically and sustainably. So what I'm going to share with you is really about organical and sustainable growth. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to dive in? Okay. So just taking a deep breath, reconnecting. Your breath is always your anchor. So the surprising truth behind what makes a video magnetic and engaging. Do you have any idea what that is? I'm going to take a sip of water here. What do you think makes a video magnetic and engaging? And magnetic is a key word, okay? Magnetic meaning people magnetize to you. There's something so radiant about what you're sharing. They attract to you rather than you having to push and shove and, run forward and exhaust yourself. So what is that surprising truth? So the surprising truth behind what makes a video magnetic and engaging comes down to a quote that blew my mind and rocked my world the first time I heard it. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Okay, so people don't subscribe to your channel. They subscribe to why you're making videos. This totally blew my mind. This is from Simon Sinek, who created a TED Talk. On a side note, if you want to write down in your notes to watch the TED Talk, Start with Why by Simon Sinek. So here's the thing. Your why, or I'll just pose it as a question. Why do you want to make videos? What's your why? What is your why for making videos? So there are really two types of whys. There's the results why. I would love to grow my audience to this level, or I would love to grow my Instagram following and have people diverted from YouTube there. So that's my results why. By 2017, I want to have this many subscribers. I want to make this amount of money in my business. I want, to increase my sales by this much. Those are all results why, and that's very important if you're a business owner. Super important, obviously. And without your heart-centered why, video falls flat. Business falls flat. Connecting with community doesn't happen because people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. We can feel you. We can feel why you're doing things. You know why I'm doing this. You know why I do what I do in the world. If you've watched any of my videos, you can feel why I make the videos I make, right? So there's a deep heart-centered why. And I could share with you my why if you want to hear it, but really it's about getting in touch with a deep heart-centered why, and that's what makes your videos magnetic. It's really the why that makes you cry, okay? So think about, and I'd write this down as homework, to more, so you'll have time later, more than just a minute here, to ask yourself, what's my heart-centered why? Like, why do I want to make videos? If it's just a results why, I highly suggest that you don't make videos because you'll quit. There's no question. At the first sight of crickets, in other words, nobody watching your videos at the start, or getting pushback or a hater on your channel, you'll quit. Because the heart-centered why is like your North Star. It has to be so meaningful that it moves you to tears, and it matters to you so much that you will do whatever it takes to follow through. All right. For me, little summary, a very close family member of mine I witnessed growing up had a lot of emotional struggles, and I watched her crash and burn, and it was devastating as a little girl. When I went to India and I went to my graduate program and I discovered all of these healing tools, I couldn't help but think, what if this person in my life as a child would have had the tools that I have? What would she have become today, And so it became my mission to share, to get myself out of the way and put my message first so that I could help disseminate this wisdom and be a contributor to tangible transformational tools for people just like this person I love in my life to heal including myself, which of course comes first, to heal, myself, and then to share that wisdom and how I get through it and how I do things on video. So that why matters so much more than how you perceive me. It matters so much more than whether or not, people show up or don't show up. Because if I get one person who says, "You've changed my life," I feel so much better in my own skin. I know I'm not crazy. I know I can totally take a stand for who I am. I know I'm an amazing soul and I'm here to grow into that person now. And now I have the courage. That one person is worth it, way worth it. So I ask you, what is your why? What is that heart-centered why? It may take you some time. I highly suggest sitting with it. And that's what will keep you clear and focused so that you stay on your path and keep making videos and keep making videos and keep making videos. It's putting your message in front of you. So what is the why that makes you cry? If you want to write that down in your notepad and just clarify that now or later. And by the way, I can't see any comments yet, and I sense you're writing in comments, so I'm looking forward to seeing, what's coming up for you around this once I turn off the slides. So the truth behind what makes a video magnetic and engaging. So once you clarify and connect with this why, your videos become magnetic and you naturally become unstoppable. It's such a simple pivot, right? Because most people are trying to look great on camera and come off as perfect. And I mean, this is something I can completely relate to. Trying to make things look a certain way rather than connecting internally, feeling that magnetism inside, that power inside, that purpose inside, and sharing from that place. And that also helps to build confidence, by the way. It's incredible when you go from, when you go from this kind of image perspective, self-consciousness, to self-empowerment, to self-awareness, to like what you're really here to bring, it's transformational. So now that you have your why, you know why you make videos, and we're moving through this pretty quickly. I'd love to have like a whole day workshop where we could just like dive in, right? And we do dive into this deeply, deeply, deeply in Mindful YouTube University, like a whole introspection process that's transformational. But the question is, how can you feel confident on camera now that you know why you're making videos, which will also inform the content you want to share? Then it's like, okay, how can I actually feel confident on camera? So I'm going to stop sharing here because I want to have a moment with you to grab our phones, and we're going to do a little practice to see how we can feel confident on camera. Because imagine you have your why, you know exactly why you're making videos, right? Then you turn on your camera and you look straight at this thing, that lens there, that little dot, and you freeze. And you're like, I don't know, my God, what the heck am I gonna say? I don't even know what I'm doing. Where do I look? How do I do this, right? So what happens to most people is we turn on the camera and we forget about that powerful heart-centered why. We forget, we're not dialed in, we're not tapped in, we're not connected. We're suddenly in self-consciousness. How do I do this? I want to look good, I want to sound good, I want to feel good, but how? So what happens is most people look at this and it's suddenly a portal to like all of these people that you don't know, and it's scary. So a really powerful practice in yoga, there's a concept called dristi. It's Sanskrit for focal point. So when you're in these like pretzel poses, standing on one leg, and you have to find your balance, you focus on a dristi, which is a focal point. As you focus on that one spot on the wall, or the one spot on the floor, or maybe it's a statue of Ganesh or something in the room, in the yoga studio, what happens is as your eyes fall softly on one focal point, naturally you find your balance. It's a direct response. When our eyes are all over the place, our brain tends to follow and it throws us off balance. We're spinning. When you focus the mind, and this is helpful in life, before a meeting, before anything, is to focus on something, right? Have a focal point. The beauty of your phone is you have a built-in focal point, okay? You have this beautiful dot right there. Super, super simple focal point that is a constant for you as you're making videos. So as you hold up your phone right now, or maybe you're watching this on your phone, that's fine, then just migrate your focus to the lens, the camera on your phone. And I want you to simply take a few deep breaths right now. Let your eyes fall softly on that lens. Good. Start to find your breath a little more deeply. And you know, you can even say out loud, I'm friggin' terrified of making videos. Saying the truth really helps rather than pretending, okay, I can do this. No, it's just let out all the gibberish and all the static energy and all the fear stuff, right? When we try to resist it, it grows. You know, what we resist persists. So you can literally go, I'm really scared. I'm really, really scared to make videos. I really want to, but I'm so scared. I don't know how to do this. I'm afraid what people are going to think of me. I don't think I have anything meaningful to say. Other people are saying it, and that's my truth, right? Whatever is coming up for you. So starting with looking at that lens, and I want you to, rather than stuffing what you're feeling, let yourself feel whatever's here. And focus on that lens. And I want you to imagine that that lens is the eye of your BF. It's what I call your BF, your best friend, or your biggest fan, or your best client, okay? So picture your best friend in your mind. And I want you to imagine that's his or her eye. And now I want you to just start speaking. You could even turn on the video right now if you want to. And if you're really courageous, make a quick video right now and say, I'm in a workshop. I'm at Mindful YouTube University online right now, or Broadcast Fearlessly. And I'm terrified to make videos, but I'm doing it just by looking in the lens and post it. Do a quick snap or something, you know, or Instagram story. That would be a big breakthrough. That's kind of taking it to another level. But if you want to, do it. And definitely tag Mindful YouTube University so I can see it. And look into the video lens and just simply imagine your best friend and share your truth to them. So you can hit record now, or you can do it without recording. And what is the most honest thing you want to say to your best friend? And speak from here. Good. And if you want to dive into this, hit mute now and just go for it. Like really go for it while we're here. Might as well use the time, okay? So what I have noticed by doing this very simple practice and repeating it again and again, which is what we do in Mindful YouTube University for 6 weeks. You practice and you practice and you keep doing it. And when you fall, you ask your questions and then I help you get back on track. But you can do this with an accountability partner. You know, you can do it on your own. It's just consistently coming back and sharing yourself to your best friend. If I were to make videos to this like anonymous kind of world, I think that would really scare me. And not anymore, but it would have in the past. So for me, I would always picture like a yoga client or somebody who really needed help. And that helps so much. So now, and it also, by the way, clarifies your business. It clarifies your message. As soon as you're specific with somebody you really want to help, or somebody who you love, somebody who celebrates you, someone who sees you, and you start to get comfortable unlocking your authentic voice versus the self-conscious contained voice, you're going to discover the gold that's beneath all of that rubble, right? And it's powerful. It's incredible. Okay. So we're going to keep moving on. Let me see if I can see any of your comments before we move on. Awesome. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get lost in comments right now, so I'm going to go back. Let's just finish this training. So now you know your why. You know why I do what I do. And now you know how to feel confident instantly on camera, which is to migrate from my God to a focal point and to a specific person, and to start sharing video diaries for your eyes only. This is practice, right? Share it as a diary, share it as whatever wants to come out of your mouth, but it's only for your eyes. So this way you start to get comfortable talking to your best friend about what you would normally talk about in your most, private conversation. And this will help you, or you can just make a video for them that you're inspired to share, a story, anything to practice sharing your voice. You will notice that you go from self-conscious to instantly confident on camera if you start with this bridge. It is a bridge, okay? It's a bridge into making public videos that will serve you very, very well. Okay, so you know your why, and let me see here. Yes, okay, just wanted to make sure this was going. Okay, so now you know your why and you know how to feel more confident on camera, which has so much to do with this focal point. And then, of course, the one simple pivot to making you the most confident video making love machine you know. How does that sound, actually, to be the most confident video making love machine you know? It's to go from what can I get to what can I give. So I used this the other night, actually, on Monday when I shared the Broadcast Fearlessly workshop in Santa Monica in person. And I basically practiced these principles. I said, okay, if I go in there thinking I'm going to get something, like I want their approval, I want all these, it was at a hair salon, we did this event, and I'm like, as a public speaker, if I want them to all love me and I want them to just think I'm the best thing in the world and whatever, I am in this take mode. I am trying to get something. But if I go in there knowing that I have something really valuable that can help these women share their voices powerfully, that can help them, that can relieve the suffering of knowing they're here to share on video, but they keep getting stuck. If I can help them to find that peace and comfort and confidence on camera, and I focus on giving that to them, automatically I am confident because I'm in the flow of abundance. I'm in the flow of generosity. So it's constantly, when making a video, going from what can I get to what can I give. We have a core human need to contribute. So we'll dive in a little more deeply into the power of contribution, because it really will take you into the state of confidence, right? And this is important because most people are watching your videos definitely based on your why, right? On why you're making videos. But really, they subscribe to your channel based on why you're making videos. So some people will just type into, well, let's dive into the one thing or the blueprint that will help you to make really powerful magnetic videos structure-wise. So these are the 5 C's to growing your dream audience. And it has a lot to do with the structure of your video, right? So when you go from what can I get to what can I give, you are naturally moving into this space of generosity, and you're moving yourself out of the way instead of what can I get and being a follower of fear. Me. I need the outer world to fill me up because I don't feel, confident in my own skin. But if people tell me I'm great, then I'll feel better. That's a follower of fear. What this journey is all about, and why I created Mindful YouTube University, it's about transforming your life into a leader of love, into becoming the powerful presence you're here to be, and to serve in a way that is so magnetic and so authentic, keyword, that you feel totally at ease in the process. So the 5 C's to growing your dream audience, okay, is number 1, what I call the combination secret. It's about creating connection. Most people, especially on YouTube, are typing into a search engine to find solutions to their problems. So even though I said earlier that people are, subscribing to your channel because of your why, not because of what you're sharing, the interesting thing is they're finding your videos and your channel because of what you're sharing. But whether or not they hit subscribe to your channel after watching a video depends on this combination secret. And this is how you grow your audience. So here's an example. So first, the combination secret is really simple. Imagine 2 wings of the same bird. If there's only one wing, the bird is going to fly in not fly, but spin in circles. You have to have both of these to create connection with people on YouTube and on video so that they actually subscribe and join your family. The combination secret means you want to combine one wing of the bird is to educate, and the second wing of the bird is to entertain. You can write that down. So another way of saying this is to inform, to give valuable, massive value, and on the other wing, to inspire. So it's a combination of giving something valuable and also educating or entertaining and inspiring the person who's watching. So this particular video is a perfect example of this, how to make a mala. This video has a lot of traction, 120,000 plus views and, 850 something likes and 63 dislikes. People are engaged. There are tons of comments, so much engagement. It's a long video. It's dark. I look like hell. It's 10 o'clock at night with my, at the time he was just my boyfriend, Jason, and we were learning how to make a mala. And so we were sharing totally authentically. So we were giving massive value, meaning we were teaching from beginning to end, everything you need to make a mala. The entertainment piece, so that's the how-to, so that's informing or educating. The other wing was that we were just being ourselves. You don't have to be some incredible storyteller, although it's awesome to do that in a few videos. It's just about you being you. And what happens is people are like, oh my God, like there's no pretense. This is just her being her. This is just, who is this person? Oh, they're funny. They're cracking jokes. They're normal people. So it's about bringing yourself, your authentic personality into the mix and really starting to unlock that ability to be yourself on camera, which is an incredible journey, and it takes practice and it takes time and it takes, definitely community helps a lot. But this video blew my mind because so many people, so what happened was they came to this video, then they clicked on my channel out of curiosity. Who is this person, Veronica Cresto? And then they saw my other videos, how the channel was set up, and they'd subscribe. This has been a huge, not planned, boost to my channel, this one video. So this uses the combination secret. So the second C to growing your dream audience is consistency. This is essential. If people had gone from that video to my channel and saw that that was the only channel or the only video on my channel, they wouldn't have subscribed, right? But when you're consistent, you're making weekly videos, ideally. That's the ideal. There's a whole reason behind that. We don't have time to go into all that right now, but the back end and the algorithms on YouTube and all that, consistency is key. And most people flop here and they just make a couple videos and they stop, or they don't get results and so they stop. And it takes time and it takes consistency. And this is where those slim, percentage of people who succeed and stand the test of time on YouTube make it because of consistency. The third C is to have a call to action. So a call to action is what tells your audience, tells the viewer to, hey, join this family, join us, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. I suck at this. And I have to tell you, I now go to YouTube studios, which is really cool. I have access to the studios now to create videos, and they were adamant. They're like, you have to ask people, tell people what to do, have a call to action at the end of your videos. Had I been doing this all these years, who knows where my channel would be. I did it a few weeks ago, and it was incredible. I think it was 2 weeks ago, how much traction, how many subscribers, and how many likes were on that video just because I asked. So it's about being very clear and asking at the end of your video. That grows your dream audience. The fourth is channel clarity. So again, we go way deep on this in Mindful YouTube University, finding your brand, finding your visual essence, finding all of that. We even have a bonus with Jeannie Berger, which is really cool. That translates to Instagram and other social media platforms, but it's really about finding your essence as a brand online. Really important. If people had watched my mala video and then they went to my YouTube channel and things weren't set up and I didn't have channel clarity, meaning they didn't know who I was or what I was about, in at least a second or two, quickly, as soon as they look at my channel, because that's about how much time you have when someone lands on your channel, then they would have just left my channel without subscribing. So channel clarity is key. And the fifth is community building. So just like I'm doing right now, I am giving away gifts, doing giveaways like a live training, engaging in comments, checking out some of your YouTube channels, which I love to do, and just making sure that we're connecting as a community. These 5 C's are super powerful in regards to growing your dream audience. The connection, the combination secret, so that's how to formulate your videos, really important. There's also a structure to videos, which we don't have time for today, but the combination secret is a really powerful place to start. Consistency, call to action, channel clarity, and community building, okay? So as a recap, people subscribe to people, not channels, okay? People don't actually subscribe to YouTube channels. It's shocking, I know. They subscribe to people. It's why when you look at a video, a how-to video that has tons of hits, and then you go to that person's channel and they have like 300 subscribers, that's significant, right? But their videos have 500,000 hits on them. It makes no sense. Why aren't people hitting subscribe? Well, it's because people subscribe to channels, to people, not channels. So if the person's out of the mix, your personality's not in it, you're not authentic, there's no way to magnetize like-hearted people to you because they don't even know who you are. So how could they subscribe? The 2 is a key pivot. The second thing we went through was a key pivot to gain confidence. Actually, we did a bonus piece in here, which is not just what can I get, going from what can I get to what can I give, but also using the drishti, using the, really seeing your best friend as you create your video diaries to start getting comfortable with the camera and befriending the camera. So it's no longer this scary, weird thing, right? I love the camera now, like love it. It's incredible what these little pivots do. You like, it's such a relief. You have something on your heart you want to share, you turn on your camera, you make a video diary, and you feel so much better after. It's like free therapy. It's awesome. And then, when you start actually publicly making the videos, using the 5 C's formula is really important. So the combination secret is what creates connection, making sure that your videos give massive value and inspire, entertain. In other words, your personality's there. Most people are doing one or the other, and there needs to be both. So the second thing is consistency, call to action, channel clarity, and community building. Okay, so just checking in with how you feel right now, because this was a really packed training. And just asking yourself where you are right now and where do you want to be, right? So you've been wanting to expand your audience or your business, and you're called to be a video making love machine, right? So I love that. Imagine just making videos like with such joy, endless joy, like no self-consciousness and full confidence. That's what I'm seeing for you. So if you're wondering what your next step is, this is what I suggest. Simply turn on your phone. Okay, this weekend would be ideal. If you haven't already during this training, turn on your phone, press record to the lens as if it's your best friend, and make a video diary. Look straight into his or her eyes. That lens. By the way, on the back, when we're looking at your videos and you're looking into the lens, that creates connection. Most people are looking all over the place, and it's very hard to connect with you on video when you're not looking into the lens. So there's an added benefit. It's not just about confidence, although that's enough, right? But when you look straight into the lens rather than looking at your face in the picture finder, which is so distracting to a viewer, we can connect with you. So make sure to look straight into that lens and then film a video that's for your eyes only, and practice either making a video diary, just speaking your truth, and just without any structure, just blah, blah, like how you would write in a diary, or do the combination secret, okay, which is to inform and inspire, and just have a blast in the process. So at this point, I hope you know more than anything that you're able to do this, right? And if you want added support, if you are like, right now you're either supercharged and you're like, I can't wait to make my first video, and awesome, I'm so excited, and you're like, please copy me on this when you do make videos. Like somehow tag me so I can see it, hashtag Mindful YouTube University. And on the other hand, you might be really determined to actually start your channel and have a thriving channel and really go for it. So if you are super excited and you want to move forward, I want to offer added support. And basically, some of you know that I now offer a course called Mindful YouTube University. It's a 6-week program. We ran it earlier this year as a 3-week program, and it was so packed and so powerful. We expanded it to a 6-week program, so you have even more support over the process and more time to integrate. And basically what this course is, it's divided into 3 modules. So we go into a powerful belief phase, which is all about reconstructing beliefs, breaking through fears, amplifying your self-confidence, clarifying why you're making videos, clarifying, what your target audience is, getting super crystal clear so that by the time you move into the second phase, which is the build phase, you are ready to roll. And this is where we go into creating your stories. We start to pull up from your life story, looking at your entire lifeline, what your stories are. We build your videos. We dive into creating your actual YouTube channel from start to finish, everything you need to know to make it magnetic, the essential keys to making it magnetic. So when people land there, they hit subscribe. And then we go into the broadcast phase. That's like the most incredible part. So basically what you will have after the course is your magnetic videos and YouTube channel totally set up and ready to magnetize your dream audience, a clear roadmap to help you stand the test of time. Self-confidence, to me, what I'm about to say is the most important thing. It's having self-confidence that you can walk with in your life and on camera. The other night when I walked into that room and I was confident on camera, or not on camera, camera is now my comfort zone, like being in this little box, totally comfortable. But what blew my mind is that I was just as confident as I am on camera and just as authentic in person. And on my drive home, I was in tears, like celebrating myself, because it's like, wow, all of this work on YouTube and all these principles I share in Mindful YouTube University have given me self-confidence in my life. That's worth every single ounce of energy and time and money I've put into this journey, right? So you'll be walking with self-confidence, and the graduates from NYU are living proof. If you guys have seen the testimonials, they blow my mind. Actually, Jennifer Herrera, I don't think she's on the call right now, but she might be. She just did her first live Facebook streaming. Now she's doing live streamings on Facebook like it's nobody's business. I'm like, what? It's incredible to see everyone thriving. This isn't BS, you guys. This is like sincerely a powerful program that is transformational. And I'm so proud to be able to say that. And a lot of it has to do with the amazing community from around the world. And this is the most precious lifelong resource that we have. We have a private group that we share our videos in, and we have live Q&As, and we connect and have, it goes way beyond the course because we have 7-day challenges, and, people jump on board. It's just incredible. So that's actually one of like the live, a screenshot from one of our live Q&As. Yeah, so this is just a whole 6-week amazing journey. And let me see here. Let's take a breath. Whenever technology slows down like this and Mercury's in retrograde, it's basically frozen right now. There we go. So one of the things, well, let's look at the curriculum actually. So as we go through this, it's really a journey. It's a treasure map. So there are a couple bonus videos. So there's prep school before you even start the program. And then we go into this whole journey. And one thing I do want to mention in module 1, there's a training called Embracing Your Friend Fear that is transformational. And it's like whenever you hit the oh shabeep like mode in your life, you watch this video and it brings you back. It gives you the tools to break through so that you grow in response to challenge and fear rather than flop, which is what most people are doing. It's like a little emergency kit in a video. And then in the second module, we go through, I already mentioned a lot of this, building your YouTube channel, building your stories and your videos, having a whole archive of videos ready to go, concepts from your life story that turn into teachings, and how to build community. And then I didn't mention in the broadcast module, so this is if you want to grow your business. Well, first of all, how to stand the test of time on YouTube, how to work smarter, not harder, so you can use your videos to work for you, like as you're giving value, to work like little mini commercials, right? That are always giving, so you're always being of service, and you're able to naturally attract customers and clients and students to you, which is important. So I share that formula, how to do that. And then, of course, the diamond formula for growing your email list and converting videos into income. So this is all about business building. And this, I won't even go into all this, but I'll just say the value of this course is off the charts, all right? It's, just the beliefs clearing alone would be a course in and of itself that I would normally charge $297 for. I can go through this whole thing, but I won't. It's just knowing that the value of this course is beyond. And even the live Q&As and the group coaching and the community is, incredibly valuable and lifelong, and something that is essential while going through such a big transformational journey like broadcasting yourself online. So it's the value of almost $3,000 when you really break it down. If I were to start separating it into courses, into separate courses, the value is around $3,000. And the investment that I'm offering this at, because my goal and my mission is to make it as available to as many people as possible, so that the gold within you can come into our world. And if you guys know, my courses are never this price anymore. My coaching programs are about 10 times this or 5 times this, somewhere between 5 and 10. So, and that's where my focus is going after this launch of Mindful YouTube Universities into the coach training program. So this is available live at this time for $397. And until Sunday, which is tomorrow, it's available for $297. So that's the lowest investment it will ever be again for the live program. And that's until tomorrow at midnight. So if you feel called and you want to join us, I really invite you to do so. We have, as long as space is permitting, and there is space right now. The course starts on October 10th. It's a 6-week program. All the details are at mindfulyoutubeuniversity.com. So check that out. And we're going to go into questions now. So any questions that I can answer about your video journey or the course, we're going to dive in. If I could just, let's see. So again, it is mindfulyoutubeuniversity.com. Also, I feel inclined to say that if you are really wanting to do this and you feel like confidence is a super big issue for you, I'm gulping for you. I have a program on my website right now. It's valued at $147. It was, a 7-week. It's a 7-week program, and I'm going to give that to anyone who registers while we're on right now, because that's the incentive. You've made it through this whole training. Hallelujah. That means you will be a powerhouse through the 6-week course. And I know how it feels not to feel confident. So that way you can start the journey of building your confidence and transforming. It's all of my most transformational tools in a 7-week video course. So if you want that and you want to start your transformation now, you can register, and you'll get that as $147 added value. You'll get it today if you register while we're on this call. All right, you guys. So I'm going to check out, and it's mindfulyoutubeuniversity.com. I want to see what your questions are. This is so different. Oh my God, like it's crazy. Google Hangouts on Air doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So I love it though. This is beautiful. So good to see all you guys. Yes, so all of you are yeses to that whole segment. You're ready to receive massive value. So good, so good, so good. Yes, I answer questions. So feel free to type in, because I'm going to be answering the questions right now. So type in your questions. Awesome. Good, good, good. Huh. No, you guys weren't seeing any of the pictures? How odd. Oh no. Well, huh. Hopefully you guys saw the slides. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. So let's see if you have any questions. Okay, so will Mindful YouTube University continue in the future? I don't have the funds at the moment. It is possible. I know I'm definitely launching it for the coach training program next year, but I don't know that that's going to be open to the public. So it is very possible that this is going to be the last one. Veronica, does recorded length of time have any influence in people? Does recorded length of time have any influence in people's interest? I'm not sure what that means. If you could clarify your question, that would be awesome. Awesome. Could someone let me know, did you guys not see any of my slides? Like literally none? That would be craziness. Just craziness. I don't see any other question. Oh, here. To what extent do you think about what people need as opposed to what you like to share? Really good question. So, by the way, if you do, well, okay, side note, I'm getting sidetracked here. But basically, oh, you're kidding me, Susan. You guys didn't see my slides? What the? I cannot believe that. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, you did see the slides. I don't know. Okay, let me answer your question. To what extent do you think about what people need as opposed to what you like to share? So I personally go with what is most inspiring to me because that's where I feel most magnetic and most, when I go into mega strategy, it doesn't work for me. And I know it works for other people, but I go way into my head and I'm not connected to my heart. It's just the way I work. So I go with whatever is very inspiring to me at the time. Now, on a side note, I definitely look at, I've been moving more into like posting videos, obviously, that will align with certain launches that I'm having. I've started doing that more recently. But I think that's a personal choice. I would just say make sure your heart's in it. Make sure that your why is in it, your heart-centered why. Otherwise, it's just going to be a flat video with some information. People take that information and they likely won't subscribe. Super important that you feel inspired to talk about that topic. Now, when I get questions and people are like, can you please answer this question? And I feel an immediate yes. Obviously, I get a lot of questions, right? But when I feel like, oh my God, I have to answer this for whatever reason, I respond to that. And it's not logical. It's just something in me. It's an impulse. So I trust that. I trust that intuition and I follow it. So except the one. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my God, so sorry you guys didn't see any of the slides. What can I say? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'll be on here a little bit longer if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, we're gonna wrap it up. But if you do want to join us in Mindful YouTube University, if you just know you're ready for the support, you can check out the testimonial videos and everything on mindfulYouTubeUniversity.com. See the whole program. And it's an incredibly powerful experience that is not just about getting on video and transforming your life, and about transforming your life. That's what I find when we free our voices. Whether you do this course or not, please make your videos. I mean, I can't stress enough that starting now and making your videos and starting to practice even with the video diaries, and looking on camera and getting comfortable with that lens and starting to explore your voice, what authentically wants to come out rather than the edited version that so many of us are walking around with, it will transform your whole life. You're going to befriend yourself in a way that creates massive rooted confidence. And that confidence will allow you to actually walk in the world and feel good in your relationships in all areas of your life. It's really blowing my mind. It was such an aha this past Monday night, how this journey has helped me as a public speaker in person too. I never expected that. I was fine just doing things online, never had the goal. Like I kind of dropped the public speaking need to do things in public. And now I have this passion to start meeting people in person, like on a very high level. I'm super excited. You're welcome. You are so, so, so welcome. When I'm trying to make videos, I sometimes feel I'm being boring and repetitive. Perfect. So your mind is kicking in and telling you that you're boring and repetitive. So that's just one of the subtle tricks of the mind. That's basically saying you're not compelling enough, you're not this, you're not that, you're boring. And that would be an opportunity there would be an opportunity to break through there and know that your videos, to break through by posting it, number one, but also to know that your videos are going to grow over time. And it's about continuously making videos and posting them. Because if you look at my message or any other YouTuber, your voice grows, your message grows, more of you shines through. There's less BS, there's less kind of pretending or pretenses around the message. And then when your mind softens and you're kind to yourself and you're putting your own self-love and self-care in front of whether people think you're boring or not, then you will notice the mind stops chatting so much and you actually become more compelling. So part of it is I would own the boring facet of yourself. Be like, yep, I'm super boring as a speaker, but I really want to get this message across. You're probably not boring at all. But it's just kind of owning the thing that we don't want to be and being, sometimes I'm boring. Like for me, owning my awkwardness. I'm totally awkward much of the time. I no longer try not to be, it's just part of me, and it's so freeing. And that's actually what people connect with. There's that vulnerability. So however you share your message right now is going to be very valuable to a certain group of people. So don't try and change yourself or your message to fit what you think you should be. Be who you are now, and who you are now will change over time, and your audience will grow with you over time, and you're going to attract different people over time. Some people fall away as you change and other people come in, and it's really cool because you just focus on being you and the audience takes care of itself. Everything else kind of revolves around that. Is there an optimal length of video? Ideally, videos are really short, and I'm bad at that. And I notice when they're shorter, there's a lot more engagement. Obviously, we're all busy people. But when a video, if you have a message that's going to require more time, then take your time with it. If I tried to fit myself into 2 minutes, I would be the worst video creator on the planet. So just go with your natural way of speaking, and I would just try to make it as short as possible for you. Funny, my video in process is about aha moments. Nice. Yes, I can't wait to see your next video, Susan. Woohoo! I can't wait. And by the way, if you guys check out Goddess Arriving, she has an amazing channel, and her videos have brought me to tears. Super powerful, just tips and life guidance and transformational stories woven in there. And she's such a testament to Mindful YouTube University as well. Like, I love seeing people take certain things and run with them. Now, obviously, Susan and every one of you already has so much talent, and then it's just taking some of these little pivots and just bringing it to the next level so that it works on video and on YouTube specifically. All right, my friends, I don't see any more questions. I'm so sorry about the slides. Mercury is in retrograde. What can I say? Hopefully you still got what I was saying. And again, if you want to join the course, I highly recommend until tomorrow night. It is $100 off. It is going to be the lowest that the course ever is live, possibly the last time that it's live to the general public, because I'm holding it for the coaches next year. In the coach training program. But if you do want to be part of the course, please do join us. Just just do it. And if you absolutely know that you need a payment plan, you know it's for you, but you need like a 2-part payment plan, I can open that up to you. Just email me, since you've made it through all this way. Email me at info@veronicacresto.com, and it would be 2 payments of $167, something like that. All right, my friends, I love you guys so much, and awesome. Thank you for your engagement and your questions and your comments and your hearts. May you walk away from this training knowing that your voice matters. You're a powerful, powerful part of the whole. And the more you share, the more blessed our world is. So keep me posted. Tag me by doing Mindful YouTube University, so I could see your growth on video. And if you want me to walk you through the process, join us for the course, especially tomorrow, by tomorrow or during this call, to get all the bonuses and $100 off. All right, my friends, all my love. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday. All right. Mwah! Yes. Is the course you teach mainly about, sorry, a comment just came in. Is the course you teach mainly about making videos or personal empowerment, or does it apply to different subjects? It's both. It's why I created this course. It's the only course of its kind. It's creating videos and transforming your confidence levels at the same time. So it's a hybrid course. The whole point is that you have your YouTube channel set up and magnetic and your videos ready to go by the end of the course, so that you'll be starting 2017 with your channel ready to go. And as a person, you're going to be a lot more confident as a person on your path. They're both essential, because I could just teach you to set up your channel and all the back end and the keywords and all the things that I teach you in this course. But if you're not confident, within a week or a month, you're not going to be making videos anymore. It's kind of how it goes. So the whole point of this course is that you have both, really having the inner tools so that you can keep giving what you're here to give and sharing your voice and your message with confidence, and to have all the strategy with it so that you can magnetize people to you, especially through YouTube, on Facebook and Instagram, etc. All right, my friends, all my love, this is really goodbye. Oh my gosh. And I will see you on Tuesday. Mwah!